Greetings, Knowledge Seeker, and welcome to Conan References in Conan Exiles Part 4. A warning for those of delicate sensibilities. Turn away now if spoilers disturb you. One reference in Conan Exiles that the snake worshippers are well aware of is the snake arrow, which can be crafted at an altar dedicated to the serpent god, Set. Interestingly, no snakes are necessary when crafting these stiff little fellas, only 10 branches and a manifestation of zeal. In other words, no actual snakes were harmed in the making of these arrows, no matter what Peter tells you. While these snakes-turned arrows do very little in terms of physical damage, they do make up for it with their venomous bite. 10 of these serpent arrows shot in quick succession will raise the poison stack up to 10, which is enough to take down even the mightiest of heroes or greatly injure the strongest of beasts, as you can see in the vision shown. But do be mindful that the snake arrows are utterly useless against the undead, as the undead have no living flesh or sinew to spread the poison or any organ that hasn't already ceased to function. And as you may know, what the snake arrow references is a moment from the 1982 movie Conan the Barbarian, starring James Earl Jones as the calculated Thulsa Doom. A moment where Conan and his companions, Subutai and Valeria, are making their escape after having attacked the temple of Set and rescued Princess Yasmina. And as the 3 companions are riding off at breakneck speed, Thulsa Doom retaliates by enchanting one of his pet snakes to be as rigid as an arrow, and then he shoots the snake, and it strikes Valeria, who later succumbs to the venom. This scene may also be seen as highlighting the petty, vengeful nature of Thulsa Doom as he loses Princess Yasmina to Conan. He quickly takes his vengeance by taking Valeria away from Conan permanently. Another story moment that may be referenced by the snake arrows is one from Robert E. Howard's The People of the Black Circle. Conan, along with Kerim Shah and his Irakzai warriors, have assaulted Yimsha, the stronghold of the Black Seers, and at one point during the incursion, one of the Irakzai is tasked with guarding the rear as the rest of the party march deeper into Yimsha. Here is a passage from the story that details the fate of this lone Irakzai warrior. He lifted his head and saw on the tier above him a tall, black-robed figure, naked head nodding slightly as he stared down. His whole attitude suggested mockery and malignancy. Quick as a flash, the Irakzai bent his bow and loosed, and the arrow streaked upward to strike full in the black-robed breast. The mocking smile did not alter. The seer plucked out the missile and threw it back at the bowman, not as a weapon is hurled, but with a contemptuous gesture. The Irakzai dodged, instinctively throwing up his arm. His fingers closed on the revolving shaft. Then he shrieked. In his hand, the wooden shaft suddenly writhed. Its rigid outline became pliant, melting in his grasp. He tried to throw it from him, but it was too late. He held a living serpent in his naked hand, and already it had coiled about his wrist, and its wicked wedge-shaped head darted at his muscular arm. He screamed again, and his eyes became distended, his features purple. He went to his knees, shaken by an awful convulsion, and then he lay still. That's all for now, Knowledge Seeker. Remember to declare your allegiance by hitting subscribe, and prove it by hitting like.
Live, love, burn with life, slay and survive. We will meet again, dead man.